Hi, my name is Laura Parks and I'm with Tasc, and today I'm going to share the STAR training with you to show you how to create a simple Google form to share all of your favorite apps with colleagues. So first I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to open up Google Drive. This used to be Google Documents, but they've changed the name. And you do have to log in into your Google account, but the nice thing is when others are using the Google Forms, they do not have to be signed into Google. So I'm in Google Drive now, and you can see Laura is signed on. So the first thing I'm going to do is create a form. So I go Create, Form. And now it asks me to choose a title and a theme. So my title is Sharing Apps. And I'm going to just pick a fun theme down here. And then click OK. And now I can go ahead and start entering my questions into my theme, in my form. So my first question is going to be name the app. And this is going to be a text question. Click Done. I add an item. This is going to be the grade level. This is going to actually be check boxes because it may apply to multiple grade levels. Just scroll down a little further. So there's that question. Click Done. Add another question. Maybe you want to know what app this subject would be best used with. This time we're going to do multiple choice because we only want one response. I'm also going to add other. Now, if for some reason you have an extra choice like I do here, I don't want option 6, I just click the little X next to it and it disappears that choice. Click Done. And my 2 more questions. I'm going to have a brief description so people that are sharing their apps can describe maybe why they like it. Now instead of text, I'm going to do it as a paragraph text. You have a little bit longer answer. And our final question is who shared this app? And this is just going to be text, so we're done. So now what we need to do is we can choose where our response destination is. So when people complete this form, where is it going to go? I'm going to have it go to a new spreadsheet, and it automatically says Sharing Apps Responses, which is great, and I'm going to go ahead and create. And now I can view the live form so I can see what it looks like. You see the background now. There's where I can put my name app, the pre-K, the grade level, the subject, the brief description, and submit it by. Looks good. Now I could edit this form if I wanted it to. And now, once you've got your form the way you want it, and you already have it accepting responses, we need to figure out how to send it and get people to do it. Oh, one more thing. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it gives you the confirmation page. So what is going to happen when someone shares a form and completes the form? Well, I want it to say, thanks for sharing your app. I want them to be able to provide another response. Now, if this was a drawing or a one-person entry form, you would unclick that first box. But I don't care if the same person shares multiple apps. I'm also going to click Publish and Show Link of the results to this form because I want the individuals to see the other apps that their colleagues have shared. Now, I don't care if they can edit, but I'm going to not check that form. And now I'm going to click Send Form. It gives me the option to share this link, so I could copy paste it and email it to my colleagues. I can share it through social media such as Facebook or Twitter. And I can also use Google Documents or the Google Drive to enter the email addresses into here, and they'll get a Google Drive invite to participate in this form. I like to use the link up here and copy it into a URL shortener such as bit.ly or Google Shorten and create a customized URL that's easy to remember so individuals can quickly go to this website. And I'm just going to click Done. So let's go ahead and view the live form and submit a couple. So the first one I'm going to quickly share is just iBooks. I think it's good for older students and it's for reading. The brief description, read books, works with accessibility features. Submitted by Laura. And then I'll hit submit. And now here's that confirmation page. It says, thanks for sharing your apps. Do I want to see previous responses? Submit another response. Create your own forms. I'm going to submit another response. And now remember, if someone's doing this on the Google form, they do not have to be logged on to Google. So I'm going to share this app this time. I'm just going to go ahead and do autism apps. And I think it's great for multiple grade levels. Now this doesn't really fit in this category, so I'm going to say other. And I'm going to put it's an app to find apps. And this is great because it has various categories. And there's my description, and I'm going to leave the submit it by blank. I could fill it in. And now I want to see the previous responses. Here it gives me a visual representation. So there's been 2 apps submitted. Right here you can see them, the grade levels. They give me a pie chart, some descriptions and who they're submitted by, but I can also click view all responses. Now when you click view all responses, whether you're the owner of the form or if somebody is submitting a form and they're not the ones that created it, they're going to see the spreadsheet. And so since I'm the creator of this spreadsheet, I can do lots of things with it. So when I create my Google form, I don't care if individuals see the timestamp. I don't think they necessarily need it. So I'm going to be tricky and I'm going to hide this form, this column. Maybe you don't want them to see who it's submitted by as well. I can hide this column. Now up here under share, this is another important thing. I do want this to be public. So I'm going to actually change this. So right now it's marked private. I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it public for anyone in the internet, no sign-in required. And really important down here, access. Anyone can view it. Now I could change it to can edit and can comment, but I don't want them to be able to do that. So I'm only going to leave it checked can view. Now when they can view it, that means they can't expand columns. So I'm going to go ahead and click saved. And I'm going to click done. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to my form. So right here, even I can click here to form, and I can edit form or send the form. So here's the send the form button. And here's that link we had, and I'm just going to copy the link. Now I'm going to sign out of Google. And I'm going to close all the tabs to make sure that none of them accidentally have me signed in. So I'm back to my STAR training page. I'm just going to paste in that link. And here's the form. Now I'm going to go ahead and submit it. So this time I'm just going to submit a blank one, just so you see what happens. Submit. And now I can see the previous responses. If you'll notice up here in the corner, it does tell me to sign in. So even though I'm not signed into Google, I can still look at the responses, submit responses, and view all the responses. Remember, we hid the first column of the timestamp and the last column. That's why you don't see an A or an F. Now, because I am just a user, I'm not the owner of this, then I can come in here and I cannot find those columns. It will not let me show those columns. It's blocked from me because I cannot edit this spreadsheet. The only thing I could do is look. Now I can sort them by, nope, I can't even sort them. I'm very limited what I can do. But it's a great way to minimize how much access an individual has to this full spreadsheet but can still see it. So that's a quick and easy way to use a Google Drive form to create an easy way to share apps.